Welcome back to another episode of Dialogue Tree. I am joined by Daniel Haberike Padilla.
Good afternoon, infidels.
And for the first time, appearing live on the show after failing to appear, Alex Ha.
Hey, what's up?
Welcome to the show.
Dude, how does it feel to be here, man? Tell us.
Good. I feel really bad about ditching last time. I just had some last minute things come up.
What the hell was that about, dog?
I had to take my mom to church because my brother bailed out.
Oh yeah, classic brother.
But the episode you guys did with Owen turned out great. I wouldn't.
Yeah, no, that was fun
like
anyways.
that.
So I guess thank you indirectly. I think Owen is the real hero.
No, I gotta take credit for that now.
I will say while we were just organizing everything, Alex calls me. I pick up and I say hello, and he says, "Hold on," and then just doesn't talk to me for like a full minute. So I just hung up.
Excellent.
Because I met somebody that I knew, and I wasn't really expecting to see that person.
You met someone that you knew. Isn't that like oxymoronic to meet someone? That you knew?
A little. Unless you know them from TV. My point was he could have just relayed the information to me and then hung up the phone.
Well, I thought it was gonna be like a quick, "Hey, how's it been going?" But no, she
never is, dude.
Yeah,
it never is.
Escape
quick,
people.
how's it going? Yeah,
they're like vampires.
Isn't that's Harry Potter's nickname in the My Immortal?
What?
Oh yeah. Do you not know about My Immortal, Alex?
I do not.
Okay, it's like how do you describe it, Daniel?
I would say it's a weird fanfic of Harry Potter,
Yeah.
the Harry Potter universe, written by like a preteen goth girl. It's very, very poorly. The composition is just very poor. Editing is even poorer, if that is even possible.
It's a mess.
It is quite entertaining though.
It's funny, yeah.
We read through the whole thing with Spencer, Maddie, Robbie, and Mitch Ferdinand Williams while I was in Boston a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I heard about it from the last podcast.
Shit, I'm glad to hear that you actually listened to the show, man.
Yeah. Also, congrats.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. We're still trying to figure shit out, but it's looking like everything's gonna work out. Yeah, I am very, very happy, very excited.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Well, Mario Day is tomorrow. How are we all celebrating?
I didn't know that it was Mario's Day tomorrow.
Yeah,
it's March 10th.
I was not aware. It's
are we gamers here or what?
I say that I'm a gamer, but for the majority of my life, I've only played League of Legends.
That's like the most raw gamer energy you can get.
Right.
But when I listen to your guys' podcast, I don't know some of the games that you guys are referring to, or I've never played them.
Right. It is weird how you only play like 3 games, Alex, but you play a lot of them. It's interesting.
Right.
I'm thinking League of Legends, Rocket League, and Overwatch is what I've seen Alex play.
Not so much Overwatch, just Fortnite from time to time. But
right.
Fortnite when I'm trying to play a brain dead game,
And then when you want to play a non-brain dead game, but still not think about it, you play Rocket League with me and Nick.
Oh yeah, I never think about playing that game.
It's so good.
That game is so hard.
It was overtime, and Alex was rushing to get the ball, and he didn't get there. And Nick says, "Why didn't you boost?" Alex says, "I didn't have any." And Nick's like, "I saw you use the boost." And Alex is like, "Well, I had a little, but I didn't want to use it all."
I had 5 boosts.
And they got into this huge fight.
Rocket League with Nick always ends up in a rage match where he's yelling at me.
It's awesome.
That's the best part.
It's good.
Speaking of meeting up in Boston with people, Cam is going to be around, and I was hoping to meet up with him, but now that his job is quarantined, I'm concerned I don't think he'll even be able to come to Boston.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Yeah,
so I don't know.
Fucked up. Alex, you haven't been diagnosed with the coronavirus, have you?
No, that's a pretty racially charged question for someone living in California.
Come on, I wasn't even fucking thinking of that. You son of a bitch.
No, my dad actually came back from Korea a couple weeks ago.
Oh shit, dude!
And we didn't even let him into the house. We sent him to my uncle's apartment alone. He's been living there alone for the past 2 weeks. No, he's not. But you don't know if he has it or not. Yeah. Well, the thing is, you can pass it without even knowing that you have it. You don't need to show symptoms.
Right. There's 9 people in Costa Rica, which is the closest to me, I believe, currently.
Oh, really?
And I'm guessing it's just a matter of time before it fucking reaches us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, it might have already because the testing is like rolling out pretty slowly, you know?
Yeah. Korea's actually pretty good about it. They created a drive-through testing.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Isn't it like impossible to get tested in the United States? Like, do you have to like pay like hundreds of dollars?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're still making kits right now, but it's like very slow.
There's a meme going around that's like, if you think you might have a coronavirus, just cough on a rich person.
Yeah, right. I've seen a couple of people talk about how like for like insurance reasons they can't get tested, and like the insurance company apparently won't like cover it for whatever bullshit insurance company reasons. You know,
you're not even mandated to give people sick leave for it in the U.S. So people will probably like keep working even if they have it,
which is what we all want and need.
Yeah.
Isn't that how like Ebola got like transferred at Chipotle or something?
Yeah, there was E. coli.
E. coli, that's what it was.
Okay. Shit, Alex, come on, dude. I was like, what?
Yeah, Chipotle had a big deal about their salad or their lettuce having
like the lettuce,
E. coli.
Yeah. Ebola.
Yeah, that would be a lot worse. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what messed me up this morning? Daylight savings. I know that it kicked in on Saturday, but I didn't have to wake up early till today.
Shit'll fuck you up. That shit used to fuck me up when I was back in the States still.
You know, Arizona doesn't observe daylight savings. They just change their time zone.
What the hell?
It's so weird.
Isn't like time zone like a you know, like depending on where you are on the like the map, how can you do that?
Yeah, they're supposed to, but Arizona just starts they just switch between Mountain and Pacific on the day of daylight savings for the rest of the year.
I hate that shit. I feel like that shit just makes things a lot more complicated.
Yeah, it's really annoying when there's melee in Arizona and I have to check what time zone Arizona's in.
Right. Yeah, like that just makes it more complicated for literally everyone else in the world who has like a stake in Arizona.
It's really weird.
I've been following this page on Facebook called CJ Daily, and I fucking love it because it's just random pictures of like CJ from GTA San Andreas, but like I guess this dude must be using some kind of like mod because he makes it look as though CJ is like taking a selfie always. You know what I mean? Like you see his like awkward face and then like his arm like extending towards like the camera as if he's holding the camera up, and it just looks like he's taking a selfie. And I'm looking at this one. He's in like a dojo or some kind. And the caption is, do black belts actually use their skills, or do they just tell people they're black belts? Yeah, I don't know.
I guess that's what CJ's thinking about.
There was one yesterday. That was funny because it was like the same vibe, right? But except he's in like a house, and then one of the girlfriends that you get in the game is like right behind him, and it's funny because he has like a mustache and he's wearing glasses and like a red plaid like flannel type shirt, and it just says Happy Women's Day, and then his girlfriend is just wearing is holding flowers and shit like that. It's fucking, I don't know. It's excellent content.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Man, people get really creative with those mods.
No, dog. It's excellent.
Especially for like GTA, like you can be almost any character now.
Right.
Yeah, it has director mode.
There's a guy on YouTube. He makes like mods so that you can play like as Hulk or Iron Man.
I've never even played GTA 5 for like I don't even think like a second ever.
It's all right. It's not bad.
I don't think I played it either.
I know I played through the entire story of GTA 4 and I fucking hated it.
Yeah, the story is awful.
I know, I hate it. And I've always been used to like the older GTAs, how like weirdly janky they were, you know? I feel like that gave the game so much more like charisma and just made them a lot funnier to play. Whereas this one was just like overly like serious, and it had that thing from like the Xbox 360 and PS3 games. Like for the best of like 3 years, all the games just look kind of like brown and gray. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I feel like that game looks exactly like that, right? It's just like brown and gray and like dull, and I don't know, I just fucking hated it. And so then I guess I just never wanted to play GTA 5 after that, because I was like, all right, it's probably just going to be
GTA 5 is better. I'll say that. It's definitely not worth playing for the story. It's worth playing to like just mess around.
Bullshit you can do.
Yeah. And I mean, it has actual like okay multiplayer finally. GTA 4 had horrible multiplayer.
Did you even have multiplayer? I didn't even know.
Yeah, you had to get like a DLC disc, and you had to like put GTA 4 in and then take it out and put the multiplayer disc in and hope it worked for everyone. It was really weird.
That sounds like a pain in the ass.
That sounds super
garbage. It barely functioned.
Just play League of Legends instead.
That is not a good. That is worse.
Oh, wait. That just reminds me. You said some things about me that may have been untrue.
What about our match in League of Legends?
Yeah.
It was declared a tie by the judge.
I'm pretty sure you paid him off.
You definitely won game 1, and Nick said after you cheated that we're gonna have to call it a draw.
Hold on, did you actually cheat? How does
Alex
cheat?
loaded in the wrong map to get information on my character beforehand. So then he was like, "Oh, let me reset the game," but then he knew I was playing, so he could counterpick me.
But Daniel, this was also when they said we have to change characters, and he picked the same character.
Okay, well, the judge told me to do that. Okay, so what was I gonna do? Get a penalty? But yeah, Alex did definitely win game 1, no question about it.
We should broadcast one of these games if they ever happen again. We should broadcast them live.
Alex did quit League of Legends. Congratulations, man.
You did? Like officially? Have you retired?
Yeah, I'm retired.
What prompted this decision, though?
I'm just too busy with work and just too time consuming, because each game's like 30 minutes at least.
Yeah, right.
You never just want to play one game.
Do they give like chips for that? Like 1 month of League of Legends?
We should make them,
Yeah.
Hey, Peterson.
Because that's a big accomplishment. Yes.
Do you know what the fuck Alex does for work? Do you have like any idea what the fuck Alex does for work?
Yeah, Alex every 2 weeks he goes on a plane and he goes between California and El Salvador in the other office. That's all I know.
Alexander Hamilton, what the fuck do you do for work, man?
I make women's athletic wear.
Make it. What does that mean exactly?
Basically
make it.
Oh, the operation. I'm not actually in the factories making it, but when I go down to El Salvador, it's like quality control, producing prints, that kind of stuff, and then I do the sales for it too.
Yeah. What the fuck did you go to?
Seems like a woman would be better suited for selling the women's athletics gear to people.
What
because they could attest to how it is.
You don't think I test them out?
You try it out? Okay.
You don't think I would look good?
I just didn't know that you used them. You might as well market it as unisex.
Oh, we can't do that.
Legally?
No, there's just men's leggings have a little bit of extra space in the front.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. What the fuck did you even go to school for, dog? I don't remember. Did you do management? Is that what you did? Okay. That's what I thought. I just forgotten.
I did the IDSC.
And then IDSC.
International Development and Social Change.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and then I did a little bit of everything.
Did a little bit, yeah, of course. Everyone at Clark kind of does.
Yeah, I did a little bit of pre-med, but then I decided I was too stupid, so I dropped out of that.
Shit, dude.
I remember when you got. I remember when you kept repeatedly getting denied like time on your ambulance shifts because your hair was too purple and you kept trying to dye it back and they kept sending you home.
What's the deal? What happened? What was the problem?
So Alex was dyeing his hair purple and he said, I'm not going to take like the dye out while it's setting in my hair until this match of League of Legends was over. He was watching it on TV, and the match like went super long, like 50 minutes.
Oh shit!
And just before it finished, just before it ended, he like gave up and went to the bathroom and took it out the whatever product.
Yeah.
But then his hair was super purple.
Here's the thing:
you wouldn't watch it. Yeah, shit, dog.
It was like the World Championships, and that match, it was gonna end within like 15-20 minutes because the other team was just getting stomped so hard.
Right.
But they were like throwing the game, so it just lasted like another 30 minutes.
Yeah, it was painful to watch.
Oh yeah, that was real purple.
But then they you were trying to go to work on the like as an ambulance driver, and they kept telling you to leave, right? Like because your hair was too purple.
Is that what? Yeah, why? What was the problem with that?
I don't know.
It's because like being the first like the first face you see, you want to feel confident in it, and when you see this like 14-year-old Asian kid with like purple hair, you don't feel that confidence.
I just remember you kept re-dyeing it like later, and you kept coming back and doing it again.
Funny thing is, as long as I went to work on Saturdays, I got away with it because the supervisor was never there.
Right.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So no one else would tell you anything.
Exactly.
Yeah, I feel like it's honestly a pretty stupid rule. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, and I asked if I could wear a hat, and they told me no, I couldn't. And then,
yeah, like why
the fuck can't have a beanie? Guys come in with the hats on,
like an EMT or like a hat with like a EMT thing that says EMT or something. Exactly. Why would that not be allowed?
I have no idea.
I bet if you did it without showing them your hair, like they would have not cared. They wouldn't have said anything. But now that they know that you're trying to avoid the system,
yeah, probably.
Because they'll be like, "What if he takes the hat off when he goes out on the call?"
Shit. Matthew Peterson.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that Alexander Hamilton and I took a class together at Clark?
No way, I didn't know that.
Dog.
What was it?
Whatever that bullshit science class was. The one with the one about
the easy one.
The one about all the fish.
What?
The guy that talks about the fish, the stickleback.
I don't know.
Stickleback. Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, that's the one everyone
is that what that was?
For the science perspective.
I don't think that's what it was. Was that 101? Bio 101?
Or Bio 101, we talked about it, but
those are different.
Also, biodiversity, we talked about it too. But
I took Bio 101. I don't even know why I took Bio 101 when I was a senior from my fucking science perspective. I don't know why I didn't take anything that was like
that's so
easier.
Weird.
I know, yeah, I hated it. I feel like there was so many like easier options that I could have taken that I just didn't for whatever reason. I don't even remember why. I didn't even know Alexander Hamilton then. I knew Spencer. Spencer was too.
Oh, you know what's stupid? At Clark, they didn't accept any of my science credits, and I took like Bio 101. I took like 3 bio classes, and then 3 chem classes, and 2 physics classes, and they wouldn't take any of those as like a science perspective. So I had to take a biodiversity.
Right. Yeah.
What? That's like the dumbest shit in the world. That's also weird because I did take Bio 101 as my science perspective, and I only took it for the one semester. I didn't do because I remember you could take like a follow-up course after that, like Bio 102 or whatever the fuck.
Of course,
it was.
yeah.
But I just took it the one semester, and that was all I needed to get my perspective.
Yeah, that's such a hard science perspective to pick. You could do like the easy computer science class or like biodiversity.
Yeah, I guess I didn't really know anyone to like recommend me any of that shit, and so I just went for the fucking. And then it was fine. I made a couple of friends, and it ended up being a good time. It did take a lot of like effort though, like a lot more effort than I expected to put into this shit.
I still have this stupid thing I had to buy for one of my computer science classes. And it's like, I never took a lecture like this, but there's lectures where you have like a remote, and that's how they take attendance, right?
Yeah. Like fucking clicker, yeah.
And this wasn't a yeah, it's called clicker, I think. This wasn't a lecture. It was like a smaller class because it was like computer science 204 or whatever. But our teacher still made us get it just to answer multiple choice questions at the same time. Like she'd put them on the board, and she'd just have us use it. And it was like $80 or whatever. Like, it was so expensive, and I still have it. I should sell it on like eBay or
that
something.
They make you get that for
I'm still mad I had to buy it.
And they only use it like once a year.
I just hate it. I hate that I still have it.
Well, I guess in that case, it kind of made sense because the psych classes were like
they only
humongous.
use it like once or twice the whole semester.
That's fucking weird. People will like just cheese it anyway. Like I knew a lot of people who would just give their clickers to like other people who would actually go to class, and then they would just do that.
Right.
They would just click for the other person. So like whatever. It's a very flawed system if you ask me.
No, it's pretty objectively stupid.
Matthew Peterson.
Yes.
What's new in your life, dog? We haven't heard any. Oh shit, dude! You never told us about the case thing that you had to do jury duty for.
I guess I can now because I wasn't selected.
I don't know that I want you to. I mean, you can if you want to.
I guess I won't say like anything too specific in case that's super illegal. But here's my understanding: is I wasn't selected because the case was canceled.
Hold on. Okay, let's just give some background. All right, so I was in Boston a couple of weeks ago. And Matthew Peterson was supposed to. He wasn't supposed to be there, but it would have been.
I was intending to.
Yeah, it would have been nice that he was there because a couple of our friends, we all got together in Boston.
Yeah.
However, unfortunately, Matthew Peterson was called up for jury duty, and as we know from previous Dialogue Tree episodes, this is an issue that he'd been running from for like years.
There's an extra details that I had received this like months ago and not looked at, and this was like the reminder that I hadn't done that. So it's really entirely my fault.
Dude, like the red envelope type of deal.
It was, I believe it was just a white envelope.
Yeah, but like a red envelope is when you're like getting like foreclosed and kind of.
Oh, okay.
You're getting like the bills and you just don't. You like ignore them.
Yeah. They turn off the power.
Yeah. Right. All right. Go ahead.
So my understanding is I wasn't selected because the case was dropped, which means they settled out or whatever out of court. I think it's okay to say some stuff about it because I won't even say the date of when the case was. So it could be any case of jury duty. But basically, someone was saying that someone was unlawfully leaving like trash and stuff in their lawn, like not even like trash, like machine parts, like things you can't really like legally just recycle. So I guess allegedly this guy was like someone was trying to throw the stuff away or whatever, and the city wasn't taking it because it was like when you can't turn in a CRT because it has like old parts explode if you put it in a dump.
So this guy was the dude's lawn.
Yeah, this dude was like putting it like in his back neighbor, like across a river's yard, allegedly.
Wow, dude. Shit, dog. I don't know. That's weird, man. I don't know.
I can't say it was true, but from the fact that it didn't go to court, it feels like that he was probably doing it, right?
The fact that he would go through the trouble of it all, yeah.
Right. But yeah, I didn't get selected. Thank God. I'd hate to perform my civic duty.
You would hate to. Shit, dude.
But yeah, I was really prepared to just be like, well, when I was talking to the prosecutor, I'd be like, yeah, people have a right to, I'm a libertarian. I think you can do whatever you want, you know. But I think it didn't even come to that. Thank God.
Have we established if you actually are a libertarian?
I feel like my political compass is not close to Wario very much, and he's like the platonic libertarian in my mind. So I feel like I'm pretty far away from it. Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
I think I'm more of an egalitarian if that's the opposite side of it.
Who do you think in the Mario universe is an egalitarian? We've established that Wario is a libertarian.
Yeah. Let me think about that. There's this. I'll think about my own answer, but I just like to mention there's a great video of this guy. He goes through the entire Mario Kart roster and like reviews the political spectrum of every character.
What the hell? Really?
Yeah, it's really good.
So people have already like explored this shit. That's kind of disappointing to me.
Yeah.
I thought I was being.
I mean, you don't have to agree with him.
Oh,
well, no, I don't remember what he said, anyways.
I'm just saying that I thought I was treading new territory when I was by asking you this question.
I think I would say the toads are like egalitarian because they kind of have like this socialist community where like all the toads are almost the same because of how socialist they are. It's kind of like a dystopian universe where they can't identify themselves.
Right. Damn, dog. Have you seen that? That showed essentially that image, right? That like the toad thing is just like a hat, and inside the toad hat,
oh my god,
it's like
it's so disturbing.
Yeah.
You seen that?
And there's
Alexander
another one
Hamilton?
where he's like in front of Yoshi, and Yoshi pulls off like his nose, and it's like he's got the white part is like a mask or something.
God, what else is new in your life, Matthew Peterson?
Oh yeah. So I had this crazy out of this world experience. I was just like laying down on the couch, and it was late, and I was getting ready to go to bed, and then I saw this video.
Had substances been consumed at all?
No, it was just like a Wednesday night or whatever. It was normal. And I saw this video that had like a Japanese text in the name, and I clicked on it because I wanted to try and read it, and it was like Super Donkey Kong 2 or something. But then then I started listening to it, and it was like I don't know if it was a remix or anything, but it was this very nice sticker brush symphony on loop. And it was like this like 15-minute long video of just that. I was like just listening to it because it's really relaxing. I looked at the comments, and all the people in the comments were like, this is a checkpoint in real life, so you can save your game here. And then under that was just was just like a bunch of people like talking about like where they are in their life and like what they like want to do and what they're struggling with. And I just sat there for like the entire duration of the video and read through like what all these people were doing with their life. And it was one of the most interesting uses for the internet I've ever come across. It was really cool.
I love how people were saying that this is like the checkpoint to save. I don't know. I love that. That was excellent. And Sticker Brush Symphony, no less.
Yeah, what an excellent composition.
Spencer and I started playing through DKC3 when we were in Boston. And this is something that I meant to brought up when Spencer was on the show that I just forgot to. But I'm getting a sense that Spencer really hates playing Donkey Kong Country with me. Yeah, because I go for like every banana, even if it's
that sounds like it would bother him.
Yeah, and so eventually we turned it off, and I just don't know if we turned it off because we just been playing for a while or because he was just tired of playing with me. Yeah, we did play through 1 and 2 together though. I played 1 and 2 with 1 and 2.
I remember I watched you guys play a bit of it. You were playing that.
Yeah, you were there when we finished it. If I'm not mistaken.
I'm surprised the second one, about how Nick hasn't gotten sick and tired of playing with me in Rocket League.
Dude, I don't know. It's like it makes you feel better about yourself if someone's worse. Yeah, no offense.
We're like on the same team. It's like zero dependability.
Even if we lose, though, we always have like a good vibe in the Rocket League. I will say this: Resto was like pretty good, definitely better than I was, and you were definitely worse than we were. But you were like less toxic. Like you had a lot better mindset than Resto, so it was often more fun to play with you, even though we lost a lot more. You know what I mean?
Well, last time we played Rocket League, the 3 of us, that was a damn good time.
It was when you had your Switch before you traded it.
Right. No, but I have since reacquired a Switch, and I'm down to play literally whenever. Yeah.
Are you getting Animal Crossing, Alex?
I am not. I am not.
Alexander Hamilton have a Switch?
I do not.
Oh, that's right. I thought you did for some reason.
Oh, my brother bought one when he was in college, and I think he had it for like a couple of weeks and decided he didn't like it. So then he gave it to like my 4-year-old cousin.
Like even offering it to you?
Yeah.
It's like,
damn, dude, that's cold. That's fucking cold, man.
Yeah, that's pretty rough.
I need to go see about pre-ordering it here. If I pre-order it, I get it for like $58 instead of like $60, which is
okay. I mean, whatever. But you get it also when it comes out. You don't have to wait.
I think I would have to wait a couple of days because like shipping all the way here. I think
right.
That was the case with the. I think the last game that I pre-ordered at the store was the Crash Team Racing game, and I had to wait a couple of days for that to get here. Like after like 1 or 2 days after like the official release date. But whatever, you know what I mean?
I was actually I was gonna pre-order it. I was gonna pre-order it at like GameStop or whatever because I was already going to the mall because I was gonna see Parasite, and I was gonna go to Target. But then turns out Parasite's not playing in theaters, at least here anymore. And someone I knew, someone was at Target, and they just picked up what I needed anyways. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna get this on Amazon because like I don't want to go to GameStop and then go to GameStop again.
Right.
On the day.
You don't want to go to the fucking mall.
So it's gonna hopefully show up on the day it comes out at my house, but that might be who knows? It's gonna be a lot of shipments going out that day.
I mean, like when I was working on
shit, dude. That meme you just sent is excellent. Sorry. Go ahead. I got distracted.
Well, should we describe the memes?
well, Alex shared it. I'll leave that to him.
Oh no. All right. The meme is just like basically Arthur. He has like, I don't know what kind of animal is he.
He's an aardvark.
He's a what?
Aardvark.
Well, whatever. But basically, he has his ears, and he's wearing headphones. But the headphones aren't going into his ears; they're like on the side of his head where our ears would be.
Right.
And the caption is Asian parents listening to their child's opinion.
It's pretty good.
Hold on, dude. Can we talk about like the logistics of the Arthur universe for a second? Like no, like hear me out. Everyone in this universe is like a fucking animal. Can we establish that?
I think that's true. Yeah, I think they're all animals.
Why haven't they like developed headsets that would like accommodate to them actually being animals? You know what I mean? Like, why the fuck do they still use like headsets that are built for like the human head?
Yeah, like a Walkman.
Anatomy, yeah.
You know what does a really good job at that? Zootopia. They actually put it in the ears.
That's true. Right. Zootopia was actually like super well done and creative, I have to say.
Yeah.
Owen has sent me a lot of images of lewd content.
Oh my god. Yeah, Owen's got a special stash. I thought I could beat Owen at like just like sending memes, and that didn't go well at all.
No, dude, you'll never outrace him. He's got like a full archive.
Oh, I realized that real quick.
Yo, Matt, you remember? You know what I was remembering? This is before like you and I like actually started like talking like friends. I don't know why I had your phone number, but like I decided to just out of context start sending you like weird memes, and like I don't. This was with you, right?
That was Snowball, right?
Oh, right. Snowball. That's right. I remember that. Damn.
Yeah.
That's how it all started. I had forgotten that. It started with Snowball, and then it just evolved.
I just kept getting texts from a number that they all said Snowball.
How did you internalize?
I think at first I was just like, okay, but then I just started sending like emojis back because I didn't know how to respond to all the texts from Snowball. And then I think one night we were just playing Mario Party and Spencer like accidentally revealed it.
Yeah. You never felt like threatened in any way?
No, I just was confused.
But it did at one point become memes, right? If I'm not mistaken. I think
Yeah. Other people started doing it too, right?
You specifically, Matt?
No, just in general. I don't think it happened to me more than once. But I remember Maddie was doing it several times. Maybe Maddie also sent it to me. I can't remember.
Yeah, I had forgotten that was a thing, but somehow I was reminded of it. I think I was going through like my old phone archive, and I saw like some of the memes that you would send back, or like a screen capture or something.
Is this the summer that we were like hanging out? We went like we were at like SawCon, and then we came back for some like a couple of drinks.
I don't know what the hell you just said to me, dog.
We went to SawCon.
Oh, stop! No. I almost fell for that.
I was so close. I could hear the gears turning in your mind.
Yeah. That was good. That was a good attempt, I gotta say.
Yeah. Speaking of conventions, going to PAX was actually pretty cool. I had a lot of fun at PAX. I would recommend at least going like once.
I'm upset that no one told me that you guys were going to PAX. I would have fucking loved to be there.
Yeah, that would have been cool. I don't know, like it would have been cool if you I don't know if you had your car. We definitely had like no room in the car at that point, so you would have had to also. So, dude, You know that I soft locked my game in Earthbound, right? After the second chapter, and I could not really get out of the third chapter, so I just have to reset and play it again. And I finally started it up, but I think I might have gotten like, you know, that anti-piracy copy that like makes it really hard that Nintendo put out. I think I might have gotten like a bad ROM because I got in the first fight and it was the hot take alert, dude.
Hot take alert.
Oh shit, dog.
Alex, you have one, right? As we discussed earlier.
No, that's definitely not that one.
Yeah, when we were playing Rocket League, Alex, I was like, "Did you think of a hot take?" And Alex is like, "Not really. What about making gay marriage incentivized by giving you tax breaks to be gay?"
Shit, dog. Damn.
I hope you've got a different one than that.
So mine it's not that hot of a take, but
okay,
it's the one I was just thinking about.
Wait, hold on.
Mediumly warm, hot, warm take alert.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. I appreciate like what we're doing to society to make it more culturally sensitive, but I think we're taking it too far and that we're just ruining a lot of things now.
Can you like elaborate?
Well, in terms of like how we become like overly sensitive to like how comedians, they can't joke about anything anymore. Anything you say will cause some group to be really offended.
There was like an installation at maybe the MFA in Boston, and it was like paintings of girls in kimonos. So there was a promotional thing where you could like take a picture in a kimono, and then they had to like remove it because people were super mad that I guess people were wearing this Asian
cultural appropriation.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that was completely unnecessary because it was related to the paintings.
There was a Facebook post of this, like there's like a white girl posting like, "Hey, you can't celebrate Chinese New Year's unless you're actually Chinese."
Right.
And then, there's this Chinese dude below commenting, "I now formally all invite everyone to celebrate Chinese New Year's with me." It's just killing comedy. You're not allowed to joke.
No. This is actually a topic that I'm very passionate about, and I think I've talked about it to a great extent on the show. Actually, that I think comedy has this excellent thing that like it can make us feel uncomfortable while actually like making us laugh, and I think that's very, very valuable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whatever sensitive subjects are relevant today, like what better way to touch upon them through comedy than just not touch upon them at all, you know what I mean? And just like pretend that they don't exist when they still exist. It just makes matters worse.
It's definitely touchy these days because everything is so intertwined with the internet.
Like it's kind of weird too. Like even Twitter, they're making this like news section where you can tweet, but it'll delete within like 24 hours, something like that.
Oh yeah, like the story thing. Yeah.
Yeah. But you can't like retweet it or anything like that. Right. So that basically you can just say whatever you want.
Oh, because then because then people like go through your like old as fuck like tweets and just holy shit, it's raining. It's raining. Dog. Sorry, this is exciting. We don't ever get rain here. We actually have a very severe drought problem here in the city.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. All right, sorry.
Do you guys have a hot take?
No, I don't think I have a hot take.
All right, mine is kind of pretty hot takey, I would say, and I'm afraid to talk about it.
Pretty hot.
Yeah. I was at a coffee shop today, and there was this couple, very, very Honduran, right? Because I heard them speak Spanish as well for a second, but like what I'm getting at is that the chick kept speaking in English, and I don't know, it was just rubbing me the wrong way because you know, like what is your life that you feel like that you have to like express what is going on in your life in English and not in Spanish when you're having a conversation with someone in the middle of a coffee shop in the middle of Tegucigalpa, Honduras. You know what I mean? Like I will throw in English here and there, like an English word when I can't think of the word in Spanish, or like I would say like a phrase in English when it's like very situational, right? When I know the phrase in English that just happens to apply to whatever situation is happening at the moment, I will say it in English. But like I would never, ever think about having a conversation with someone who I know speaks perfectly good Spanish because Spanish is their first language. You know what I mean? I don't know. I've always found that very like pretentious, you know what I mean? To just other people who, you know, Spanish is your first language as well. I don't know.
Like the only real reason I can think of is it's like a tutor, like if you've hired a tutor because you need to talk to them to practice it. It doesn't sound like that's what was going on.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I guess I could be like just being very prejudiced and just not giving them any kind of benefit of the doubt. But like maybe not them specifically, but it does happen, I guess is why I bring it up, right? Like today was one instance, but I do see this happen like very, very often whenever like I'm at like a restaurant or whatever, right? There will always be these like preppy chicks just talking to each other in like English. And I'm like, come on, dog, like I know you from this other school, and I know Spanish is your first language. I don't know, it just kind of pisses me off. You know, what are you pretending to be? Like, are you pretending to be American? Or are you pretending to? I don't know.
The closest comparison I could think is there was this girl who would was not French, but she would speak in French because she liked to pretend to be French. You know what I mean? Like she would just talk in French around people, even if they didn't know French. And it did feel like weird and pretentious.
Yeah, right. I don't know. I'm just I'm not a big fan of that shit.
That kind of reminds me of a video I just saw last night. There's this guy on YouTube. He, in order to try to like spread Japanese culture and to explain like how Japanese people think, he does these like interviews to random Japanese people on the street. And one of them was like the stereotypes that Japanese people have about white people.
Right.
And a few of them were like, if you're white in Japan, then you must be American. Or you must speak English.
Right.
And he said one of the most annoying things after interviewing like white people in Japan, they'll speak perfect Japanese to Japanese people, but the Japanese people will refuse to speak Japanese back to them and try to speak in English to them because they think that they only speak in English.
Right, right. That's weird.
There's learning sign language also has like, it's really weird because some deaf people like don't like hearing people, like people with hearing to they're like they think they're like invading, you know what I mean? Because it's like it's like a very personal shared experience to be deaf because
of course
you have like a group of friends and that's it. You can't really interact with other people because most people don't know sign language. So it's like it's kind of awkward to learn because some people like will resent you for it.
Matt, were you in sign language?
I was, yeah.
There's a gesture here that we make in Honduras where we would do like the same kind of motion, right? Just like slide our fingers like under our chin, as in like I don't care about that, you know what I mean? Like when we're telling like an anecdote and like you're talking about someone who like insulted you and you were like, hey, you know what I mean? I don't care about this dude, and you just like made that motion, right? And then I was doing that because I was doing that when I was in Boston with Maddie and Spencer.
Right.
And then I became conscious, like out of nowhere. And I'm like, whoa, I think I remember from somewhere that's like, fuck you in sign language. I don't know if that's true.
Definitely. I remember the teacher showing us that and being like, this is a bad word. I don't remember.
maybe not fuck you, but definitely like an insulting sort of something.
We're pretty much at time. Do you have anything else you want to talk about, Alex?
Right. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I don't have anything to say.
Alexander Hamilton, what have you learned today, dog?
That out of the Mario universe, Toad is probably the most egalitarian out of all of them.
I didn't say most, but he definitely is up there for me. I'm not sure. It's hard to tell what like the Shy Guys are thinking. You know, they're like a cult.
True.
They have like masks on all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
Fuck them.
Daniel Padilla, what have we learned today?
I finally learned what Alex Hamilton does for a living, dude. I never quite understood. I would always just see like random snaps of Alexander Hamilton just like recording like model type ladies wearing like sportswear. Like, what the fuck is this guy doing with his life? But now it just kind of all makes sense.
It's like when you're like a child and your dad just vanishes and goes to work and you don't even like understand it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure that there were a few people out there that thought I was like drug trafficking or something like that because I was just flying between El Salvador and California like every 2 weeks at one point.
Okay, I've learned shit, dude. I don't know. Let me think.
You were going somewhere, dude. What happened?
No, I just went forward with confidence, and I hope the thought would materialize.
All right, I can let it slip for this one time, I guess.
No, wait, I've got it. Okay, I guess I learned a little bit about Japanese stereotypes towards white people.
Right. Yeah, that's good.
So that's all I got off the top of my head, dude.
Hamilton, it was a fucking pleasure to have you today, man.
Oh, it was great talking with you.
It's been a long time coming.
All right. Well, yeah, thank you for coming by. It was a good time. Please join us again sometime.
Will do. Thanks for having me.
Be sure to tune in next week where Daniel reads his shopping list out loud in a short story created from the ingredients.
Yeah, right. That is on the schedule here. Yeah.
All right.
See you guys later. Yeah.